Hey guys, this will be my review of Fønix at Fårup Sommerland. Since we were invited to the park for the media event, I want to make this review a little bit more special, so here you will also hear some others' reactions. Other than that, it's just the traditional model where you hear me talk about the presentation of a ride and what I like about it, and some stats, and then talk over a point of view, my top 5 elements, and a final score out of 10. So I hope you enjoyed this review.
We just rode Fønix for the very first time.
So smooth!
Fucking fun.
Great pops of air time. He's very smooth.
So many great elements.
And the drop is amazing.
Amazing coaster.
The layout is very compact, but what it packs into it is brilliant.
This ride was in the morning and it already delivered an amazing experience.
The transitions between the elements are great.
Yeah, amazing ride.
As you can see, Fønix seems to be very successful. It seems like a lot of people really like this ride, including myself. When you go to this ride here, the first thing you see is this big sign and this big lift hill here. And that is such an intimidating first impression to get of a coaster. You will then be in the area in the middle of this beautiful coaster. The coaster is absolutely beautiful to look at, and you will be surrounded by it. And yeah, therefore you can get some good shots of it, which is what I did. And then the queue line itself is, it is caterpillar, but I can live with that because you are surrounded by the ride again. And then the theming here is also great. It could use some audio, but the theming itself is, good quality. When you enter the station here, this have a roll-through station, and that just builds up for the ride so much, even though it's really, really loud. The seats here are super comfortable, and so are the wrist restraints. The Coma really does make the best wrist restraint in my opinion. And then, I also just have to mention that this ride is super comfortable overall. It is insanely smooth and all the transitions are just so well made. And the layout just makes so much sense to go through. The ride focus on every kind of force, I will say. It has some whip, it has some hang time, it has a lot of air time. And it has some good doses of positives as well, so it has a little bit of everything. Now for a point of view. The footage used here where you see me and Nick from Northern Rides riding it was provided to me by FABH Adventures. So thanks a lot for that. Your link to the channel is down below in the description. After climbing a super fast lift hill here, you have the first drop, which is amazing. Some great sustained eject in the back row, and in the bottom of the drop you will get some good positive. The first stall loop here, the first inversion, is amazing. Great hang time here, and you'll get some good positive going down from it. This camelback here gives some good pop of airtime in front row and a weaker but more sustained in the back row. This hardline roll here is amazing and super snappy, and then this double down here gives some good ejector airtime. This twisted camelback here gives some good laterals and ejector airtime, and this inversion through the building doesn't provide that much force wise, but it's super fun. This double down here gives some good airtime as well, and so does the last couple of bunny hills. I would say all this airtime in the last section here are good projector airtime. Even the wave turn have some really good projector airtime. First half has a lot of forces, second half is airtime based. And now I want to highlight my 5 favorite elements on this ride. Number 5 spot goes to this double down here. First up, you have this little twisted, flow ejector hill I would say, and then the second one is definitely ejector. The first one can be ejector on a good warm-up as well. Number 4 spot goes to this twisted bunny hill here. Some great ejector and some good laterals. It is snappy and it gives great ejector as well. So definitely one of the best airtime moments on the ride. Number 3 spot goes to the stall loop. This was probably my most anticipated element because I had no clue how this was going to feel. But it was amazing. Some good positive going up to it. Some amazing sustained hang time that feels completely natural at the top, and then a good transition out of it. The transition out of it is pretty snappy, but not as snappy as I expected it to be. So although this element might have been a little bit disappointing, it was still amazing. My second favorite element of this ride is the first drop, and this is one of the best first drops of all time in my opinion. It is absolutely incredible. Even in the front row you get a good lift of floater airtime. But in the back row, you will get yanked over this drop and you'll get a amazing dose of sustained ejector airtime. In my opinion, Fønix is such a well-balanced ride with no standout elements, other than this one hardline roll. I had high expectation for this element, and yeah, it blew my mind. It was amazing. It is super snappy. Yeah, it is more snappy than I can describe, and yeah, just one of the snappiest elements I've experienced, and I love my snappy elements. This is one of the best inversions I've ever experienced. Fønix is such a smooth, comfortable, not overly crazy intense or anything, great coaster that does a little bit of everything. For a final score, I'm going to give Fønix a 9.5 out of 10. This coaster is near perfection. If I had to give it a 10, it needed audio and more theming, or more intensity. Either of those things would give it a 10, because this coaster is so close to perfection. Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on Fønix? Comment down below. Bye guys.